I'm back. These only got like 2 gummies in them. You know what? Why would we know? We'll see. Hey, Papa. Here. Hey, puppy. Here, Papa. Took off his outfit. Okay, baby. Oh, no matter. No matter. Lay down. Gotta lay down. Go lay down. Hold on. Something in his eye. Hey, mommy got it. Hold on, puppy. There we go. There we go, Papa. So my baby's making progress. Hello, welcome. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Hit the subscribe button, like this video. Nobody didn't like this video yet? Oh, shoot. Y'all better like this video. I ain't saying nada. I'm not gonna be gone for long. I may bake some cookies tonight. I'm seeing all new people in the chat. What it do? Just turn on the oven. About to bake some cookies. Quiet on the creek. He's going back to sleep. Whatever. Hey. Whatever. 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 I just did some straightening up. Looks much better. I can't wait. I gotta do some laundry tomorrow, though. At some point, I gotta do some laundry tomorrow. I'm surprised I can't comment nothing in the comment section. I'm ready to take my hair out, though. My hair been like this all day. I gotta give it a breathe. I had a shower and everything. I kept it in this bun. Didn't even take it out. I need to get my hair done at some point. I need to get my computer fixed. Gotta try to, yeah, find a way to get my computer fixed. But today I had a great day. If you rock with me, like the video. If you don't like it, well then that just tells me everything I need to know. But if not, I'll just get off. I mean, I said I was getting back on. I mean, I've been a little minute, but I said I was getting back on tonight. About to have me some cookies. About to watch some things and doze off to sleep. I just got back on here. But if the vibes is not vibing, because, you know, I am vibing in real time, I'm just going to get off. That's simple. And if anybody's being disrespectful, I'm just going to block you. That's simple. How you doing? Thank you. Just making sure everybody's straight. Chicago, what it do? I had a great day. I did a good deed today. But then I had a good day too as well. But I had looked out for someone that asked me for some food, and I didn't get him like actual like, well, you know, I didn't have like cash to give him money for food, like to eat out like at a restaurant, but I let him get whatever he wanted. So that was really nice. He was really thankful and everything. He said he moved here from Alabama. Just trying to get his life together. So I feel like he seemed like a good person. So I feel like maybe God placed me at the right time in his life today. Because I swear, like, once he saw me, he like was like starstruck, like just looking at me. And then I was walking past and he just got like came back, like looked back. He was looking back at me when I was like passing him. And he basically got my attention. So yeah. I feel good about helping him too. Yes. Yeah, I've definitely helped people in my life for sure. I may not always mention it, but I be helping people. I love helping people. I love it. But again, I just felt like either God placed me in his life at the right time, and I felt like that's what it was given, you know? Like this, it just felt like he needed me in his life at that time. That's what I feel like. And he seemed genuine. Like, of course, he gave me like a story, but like he seemed genuine. Like, can you help me get something to eat? Like he said a few other extra things along with his story. And I was honest with him. I could have just said no, or I don't have it, kept it pushing. I just said, I don't have like, anything like cash for anything, but I can let you get anything like out of here. And I literally let him get anything he wanted. I made him feel comfortable. Like, I made him seem like it was a bother for me to help him, nothing. Like, he just told me. I helped him. He was very thankful. He was even polite. He was like, where you going? I just said, oh, I'm just going, to the train station. He was like, I'll walk with you to the train station. I'm like, okay. He wasn't disrespectful. He wasn't trying to hit on me or anything. And I told him, God bless. And he didn't look like, to me, like a homeless guy. He looked like presentable. Like, he didn't look like he was dressed in like, how like some homeless people, like you could tell they look like they be on like sleeping on the streets. He didn't look like that. He looked put together. But you don't know people's story or background. Like, a guy can still look well put together, and he could be, you know, going through something, or may not just have the money for food, Like, you don't have to be literally like, say, a homeless person or going through something to like be in need of something. So I feel like to him or whatever, maybe God, he chose me out of all people at that time to bless him in that way, or to be of help to him, because when he was going down, I was coming up, I'm thinking he was probably trying to go to the plaza where there's restaurants, and he was probably going to try to sit down, or maybe try to ask somebody down there if someone could probably get him some food. But instead of him reaching it that far, he saw me, and I don't know why he chose me out of all people, because there was someone in front of him going down the steps, and there was someone coming down my way behind him coming down the steps, but I was going up the steps. But the moment I saw him, I could tell he was staring at me the moment. And then as I passed him up the steps, I could just feel him like staring, like looking back at me as I'm walking up the steps. And then and I had on headphones. And then that's when he was like, excuse me. And I did hear him. And so I just stopped and I just looked back, because I knew he was going to say something to me. And that's when he told me like a little like story, like his situation, and boom. So I feel like, because God knows I'm a good person, I just feel like maybe because he saw me and locked in on me, like maybe God used me as his blessing for that day. So it does. It's always a great feeling. I love helping others.
Mom,
You watch what short?
set your timer for 12 minutes.
I know you don't think you're getting cookies.
Oh, when I heard that loud beep, I know what you was doing.
So how many cookies did you put in there?
6.
The only way you're able to get some is if you finish doing what I told you to do. Let me set the timer. Hold on, y'all. I don't know. I just know I was just minding my business. I had on headphones. So if he just saw me out of all people and just decided to speak to me, I feel like maybe it was just meant to be. Because he chose me out of all people. And I had on headphones. And he didn't hit on me. So that's how I know, like, he probably knew like I was a good woman. And again, he caught me at the right time of that I even have something to give or help out, to be able to help him in that moment. So everything worked out. But like, I'm like a good person, but he don't know me. But the fact that he reached out to me out of all people, it's because God knew I was a good person. So it's like I kind of feel like that was his blessing, because he probably, really needed some food or something. And instead of him probably seeing who out in the world can help him, because, you know, some people will turn you down, you know. Maybe God placed me at the right time because God knew if I had it, I probably would have obviously helped him. So I just feel like it kind of like, I feel like it was like a blessing to him. And I'm not trying to say from my aspect, but for him, I feel like I was his blessing for the day. Like it worked out for him, if that makes sense. Because some people, not all people would help you, you know? Like, just because you may ask somebody, that doesn't mean someone's going to help you on the street. They may be like, oh, I don't got it, or, you know? So, I don't know what he saw in me, but obviously, he got me at the right time. And I made him feel comfortable. Like, I literally let him get anything he wanted to get. I got, like, a little snippet of it, like, on video, but I'm not really the type to, you know, like, I've done a lot of things for people, and I don't have to, like, share nothing. But I just thought, like, it was, you know, like a kind gesture, you know? Like, but I didn't really record shit. But it's just, I kind of, like, get, like, a little snippet, like, but I just got it. But I just thought it was just, I didn't even think I would even do that. That would even happen to me today. But, and again, I was kind of, like, in a rush because I had to go get my son. So I was kind of like, he caught me when I was kind of like in a rush, but I was patient. And again, I feel great helping him, you know, because I know what it's like. And just because he's a man, a grown man, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter if he was a grown man and a man probably shouldn't be asking a woman for, I didn't care about that. I looked at it like I put myself in his shoes, and I just looked at it like, you know, he probably like hungry. You feel me? Like, you know, he not even from here. Like he said he moved here from Alabama trying to get his life together. So, you know, like he probably really was hungry or needed some food. Like, so I didn't give a shit who he was. It could have been someone like in a probably worse situation than him or whatever. Or looked like, you know what I'm saying? If I had it and if I was their blessing for the day, oh, I'm gonna help. I'm definitely gonna help. And another reason why I feel like also pulled me in to even helping him was because he was so calm about it, you know? Like he didn't feel like he didn't come off like aggressive or I don't know. He just had like a nice demeanor to him. You know? Like the way he approached me just seemed so like calm. I don't know, it was just something about him of how he approached me that made me probably like, you know, and I didn't even hesitate. It was just like a quick, like, I just responded to him off top. But it's like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. But all I know is, like, he was just so, like, he had just, like a calm demeanor trying to tell me, like, express to me about his situation, you know? So I don't know if he was trying to take advantage of me. I didn't feel that way. I feel like he's probably really, like, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know, I just liked the way he approached me about it. It was a good approach. And I'm not even expecting nothing in return from God because I did that. I'm not expecting nothing in return from God because I helped this man out. I did it out of the kindness of my heart. Because, you know, I know what it's like. Shit. So I didn't mind. Like, again, he caught me at the right time, though. Because if I really didn't have it, then he wouldn't been getting no help for me that day. But I had so happened to have, you know, I was able to help him. So that's what I'm saying. Must have been God, y'all. Must have been God that places at the right time. Because he could have asked anybody. He could have asked anybody in that store. He could have asked anybody in that plaza. But he spotted me. And what about me would have gave that? Why me? You see? So it must have been God using me as his blessing for the day. Yes, like the video. Thank you. like the video. I just got done washing dishes. I did some straightening up, had my boys straighten up a little bit. My son just got out the shower. So I was just getting the boys wind down for the night. Wizzy just went back to sleep. He's with his dad, and he's making progress. His head's making progress. And that's crazy because he's only been wearing that thing for like a week. And I guess the doctor already said that he can feel a difference and stuff. So he said it works. That was the whole point of me going the helmet route because it works quicker. Because they gave me two options. They said he could wear the helmet only for a while, and he has to go once a week to go check on it to see if he's making progresses. Or two, don't have him wear the helmet and just always give him like tummy time, like keep him off like his head. And I feel like, yeah, I couldn't really see that like happening. I don't know, like, but I didn't want to like take the risk and wait in, and it's like, he's still looking the same. So I'm like, and his dad called the shot. He said for him to get it. So I just did what was best for our child, and hey, whatever's best, and for it to get done quicker, for him to heal quick, like for his head to shape better quicker. So he just temporary thing. So the doctor already said he's seeing some progress, so that's a wonderful thing. I just got done cleaning it, so yeah, he's asleep, but I'm about to put it back on his head in a few minutes. Just having it air dry out for some time, but he's amazing. We just love him so much. But yeah. So that was one good thing that I did today. And I could have did like another skincare routine, but I'm just gonna probably do it tomorrow. I'm getting tired, but I'm about to munch on these cookies, watch some things, and doze off to sleep. Hopefully I don't oversleep tomorrow, but it's Friday. Friday tomorrow. I'm excited. But yeah. So basically this week has been a good week. It's been a good week. Yeah. But it went by so fast. Like, how the hell did it go by so fast? Tomorrow I got some things to do. So I don't know if I want to like wake up early with you guys or like chit chat with you guys out and about tomorrow or what, but I got just a couple things to do. Not to where I'm like too busy, but like I don't know. Who saw Spider-Man movie? Think about maybe I could take my boys to see Spider-Man. I don't know. But anywho, besides from that, what was I gonna say? But yeah, so of course I'm gonna have some coffee tomorrow. I may go live early in the morning if I go live because I got some things to do. Or I could just go live with y'all while I'm out in public tomorrow in the morning. But that's the thing, I ain't got no coffee. The only way I'm gonna have coffee is if I go get some coffee from like Chick-fil-A or something, like some coffee shop. And just pay for coffee. But instead of paying for coffee, so I don't know, I may just, or unless I drink coffee when I get back home after doing what I gotta do. But I know I'm gonna want my coffee a little early. I don't wanna wait too late in the day to drink some damn coffee. But tomorrow's Friday, so I'm looking forward to some things. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it. I actually want to get like on a computer because I don't want to do certain things on my phone. Thank you too. You getting off? Make sure to like the video, you guys. Show some love. The cookies are about to be done. See, a minute left. I love me some baked cookies. See, I can see my tattoo more clear and light. See? Because I don't play that. Like, if I'm going to get some color, best believe, baby, that shit going to be showing on my skin, period. But yeah, you can see all my tattoos, I feel like look pretty good. I don't got no raggedy beat up tattoos. Like, I only got color though on this tattoo and then my neck. Other than that, I don't got no color nowhere else. Just regular black ink. So yeah. I finally took my hair out, y'all, because I had it in that bun all day today. Eventually, I want something done to my hair. I just don't really want to do it myself unless I have some new products. But I want to go to like salon, just get a blowout. We'll see. I had so much fun in the pool the other day. It was yesterday. Took the boys to a pool. Oh my God, like the moment I got in the pool, I just went right under the water. Just got wet. I didn't even care about testing the water. That's how hot it was. That's how I just was tweaking. To like get up in some water now. I'm definitely someone that would be in water. It was like, Marco, you can take the cookies out now. It was like, Marco Polo. I want to do like an adult like day, like in the pool. Like I remember like back in the day, people used to like be playing in the pool, and they'll be like on your shoulders, and y'all be playing like the ball and stuff. I'm gonna do like a fun like adult one, like an adult version. Thomas, 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 you can take it out now. After this, everybody has to be in bed. Oh, so for dinner we had coconut shrimp, and we had French fries. Now it was cool. Okay, so that shrimp I tried for the first time. I could have left it in longer if I wanted to be more on the crunchier side, but it did say just leave it in for 12 minutes, y'all. So like they were like a little softer, but they were cooked though, you know? And I did, I ain't gonna lie, I liked the texture. However, I did not really care for like the coconut. I'm not a fan of coconut taste. So yeah, I could definitely tell the coconut. Now the sauce that came with it, the sauce was cool. But the actual coconut, like the coconut shrimp, I did not like the coconut. But I like the texture. The texture wasn't bad for it to not be super crunchy. But next time, if we was to make that, I could leave it on just a little bit longer. But it said 12 minutes. And then I also had it in there with French fries. Good thing they both like had the same cooking time, like well, oven time, which was 425. So we had French fries and like coconut shrimp. Hey, what's up? What's happening? Hey, what's up? What it do? Hey, walk on. What it do? Hey, walk on. Destiny, destiny. I wanna ruin my destiny. I wanna ruin my destiny. I love that song. That song, I don't know why, but that song been on my mind. Oh my God, I was gonna talk about something. What did I want to talk to y'all about? It was something I saw. What was it? What was it? Oh, I watched the Pop the Balloon, like the Arlette thing today. Y'all, cause that's how you know people be like editing stuff like as shorts. People just be adding on little tweak and twist and stuff. That's why it's good to just watch the full thing yourself. But I saw something like, I guess the girls popped on that dude because he had like all them kids, right? Now they didn't ask him how many baby mamas he had, but he had like all them kids, right? But that one girl, she was like, I don't mind you having many kids, like, cause I got a kid on my. Well, he had all boys though too, but I don't know. Then again, is that what I want to talk about, or is it something else? I think it's something else I want to talk about though, or was it about that? But that just shows like, dang, that's crazy. Like people will pop if you got like multiple kids. But think about it though, like that was the females popping on the dude though. But still, like if it was probably like a dude, he'll probably try to pop on a female that has that many kids too. But which could be true to an extent, because some people want to like start off with their own families and stuff. Not everybody want to have a blended family. But like I still believe and know, and it's facts proven that, you know, if someone really loves you, they're not gonna care how much kids you have and stuff. Like, you know, like there's love there, you know? It's all about finding the right partner for you and who's going to be with you and your kids, or and vice versa. Like whether you find a woman that's going to deal with you, or if you're a dude trying to find a woman with, and she just so happen to have like, kids. But a female on there is going to be like, 3 kids is too much kids. Do y'all think 3 kids is too much kids? Like, I don't think 3 doesn't sound like a lot of kids. I mean, it's just 3. What y'all think? Do y'all think 3 is like a lot of kids or no? I would think a lot of kids will be like, what, 5 and up or 4 and up? But I don't know. I don't think 3 kids is a lot. But also that plays a factor though, is you can consider the ages. Like people be like, okay, well, for example, you got like 5 kids, but how old is your kids, Because some people are like, well, you just had a baby. But another thing is, this is facts. You could just have a baby, right? And well, I can't speak for a guy, but like I know like for females, I know like there's females that have like a baby or just had a baby, but don't meet a man that's like stepdaddy or whatever, or they meet a boyfriend. Like there's really guys that would, if they fucks with you and be with you and you're their girlfriend, they don't care if you just had a baby. God, I'm telling you, guys do not care about that. That's why I don't get why people be like, oh, you're not gonna have a man or you're not gonna do that. Like, no, if it aligns, if you so call happen to find the right person, trust me, they won't care. Call that guy what you want. Call him, what's the word? Y'all be trying to say, oh, he a simp, or he did, or he did it, or whatever. No, it's really just good men out here. Like, you don't know the dude, what the dude got going on. It could be a dude, he probably don't got no kids of his own, or maybe he may have a kid of his own. But you just can't say that. Because I feel like if somebody really likes you, they're gonna fucks with you, Like, so you can't dictate, oh, that person ain't gonna have a man. They got too many kids or too many different baby daddies. Or he's not gonna be able to probably find someone because he got 10 kids. But then again, I ain't trying to put like a man or a woman. Like, I'm not trying to like put it because I mean females, I feel like of course females gonna get away with stuff than guys, because I mean guys. So I'm not trying to make a woman and men equal because we're 2 different things. So what a female probably would get away with, a guy probably couldn't. But I don't know. What y'all think? Like, for example, meaning guys are probably more prone to talk to a woman with kids, but females may not look at a guy like that if he got some multiple kids. But I don't know. But then again, I don't think that's true. I just feel like, even if it's true, I still feel like no matter what, there's always somebody, if they fucks with you and want to be with you, they're going to be with you. So all that, oh, you ain't going to find someone, or man, miss me with the BS. It happens. It happens to other people in life. You would say 5 is a lot? Yeah. Now 5, I don't think a lot. 5 is like, dang, take it on the whole. But unless you're somebody who don't want kids of your own and you don't mind taking on someone who has their own children. But even if you did have your own children, there's nothing wrong with a blended family. There's plenty of blended families. Plenty. But me, I'm not really, at first, I'm not a type of person to really judge, but I remember before where I would think like, oh, if a dude, like, I probably had something against it. But at the end of the day, I love kids. Now, I'm not saying like, oh, but I do love kids, so I feel like it wouldn't be a barrier for me if you really love somebody. Like, if you really love somebody, you're not going to care if he got like, say, a whole bunch of kids or something. That's what I feel like. Like, but shit, is y'all gonna get married though? I don't know. But I personally, I haven't thought like, well, it just depends. But I don't have, like a lot of kids, so it's like, I don't, if that's not something I like want, then obviously I will probably like state that or something, because I don't know if I want like a big, like, as far as me, like, of my own kids that come out of me, I don't know if I wanted like a big family. I think, like I said, I've always wanted at least 3 kids, but I only got all boys. So I don't know. Everybody keep asking me, are you gonna go for one more, try to get a girl? I'm like, I don't know. Like, part of me likes like Okay, if I like married, then that's different. But if I'm not married, I don't think I want no more kids. I want to be happily married. If I was to try to go for a girl, but I honestly can't picture having 4 kids. Like 4, Marissa with 4 kids. I can't see it. Like I don't know. Like I said, the only way I probably if that would happen is if I'm married and like in a whole different situation in life, a whole different chapter in my life. Mm. Hey, how are you? Did you take the cookies out? Oh my god, hold on, you guys. Little bit of milk. Say no. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I forgot. Oh no, never. I was gonna look up something. I'm doing great. How are you? Really? You said I always want to have somewhere between 2 kids and 11 kids. But not everybody just have past 11 kids though. So it's like, who do you know have like typically past? I mean, that's not like the whole world. It's very rare. It happens, but it's rare if you're going past 11 kids. I love these cookies, and I do pray over my sweets. It's just a natural habit for me to pray over my food. Hold on. Okay. I love when they're so soft. Mm, 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 mm. Oh my god. It's like heaven. But age, I guess, could play a factor. Like, for example, some people may not want to talk to someone if they have, say, a 2-year-old. But if your kids, say, for example, like 10 and up, then a woman may not care for that, like because your kids are older. I know. Or if your kids are all grown, then some people won't care because you got your life, so the rest of your life to live. But I think it also depends on the situation, too. Because like some men are single dads. So if you meet like a woman, she's open to take care of, be there for you and your smaller children. That's beautiful too. hmm Some people are more selfish with their time, and they don't want like really to be around kids. It just depends on your preference. Some men don't have no kids, but they would love to be with the woman with children. They don't care. Just gotta know their intentions, though. Because some people may want a lifetime partner, and some probably don't even care about that. Some probably just want a hookup. So it just depends on what you want in life, too. And are you intentional? Do y'all think gender matters? Like, if you were meeting someone and they said they had kids, would that matter, like, the gender? Like, for example, if they say they have all boys, would that sound more better versus them saying, oh, I have 2 girls and 1 boy? Or y'all think gender, like, y'all wouldn't care about gender? Mm, sounds good. So you live with your kids by yourself? Or you, like, co-parent or something? What's the dealio? So good. I love cold milk. It has to be cold, though. So refreshing, quite. A nice glass of cold milk and cookies. Oh my God. It's like you're in heaven. But I feel like that would be the only way I go, like, I'm just speaking in general. I feel like as a woman, you should only go around a man and his kids if you guys are really, like, interested in each other. Don't just be around a man and his kids if you don't, like, fucks with them. I can't wait till the day I get married. I'll make a beautiful wife. I haven't ever been married before. So I'm excited to know what marriage life is like. Like, what it's like to live with your partner and share life together. Like, do things together. I just want to know what that life. I want to live that life. I mean, like, I'm still young. Like, if I wasn't to get married right away, but I still have time to get married. But still, like, to me, that should just be a whole nother level in life, you know, that I haven't experienced yet. It just sounds like that's my husband, you know, like. So, knowing you got someone always there in your life, whenever you need them, and so much more. I'm starting to get tired. Okay. So good. 3 cookies is really all you need because these cookies are really like fulfilling. It's the chocolate chip chunk. I no, 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 get out, get out. Come on, because I just woke him up. Get out. You was already eating those. Those are off limit. Now I gotta hide it somewhere else. Come on, get out, get out. It's time for bed. Here, do me a favor. Here. Come on, seriously, come here, because I washed the dishes. Come on, it's time for bed, though. It's time for bed. Put that in the safe for mommy. I'll wash it in a second. Like, why? He just tried to come up in here and try to grab some fruit snacks like that. Anywho, what was I gonna say? I forgot. But I'm getting tired. Y'all must go to sleep. What was I gonna say? I forgot. He is so cute. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, how you doing? How you doing tonight? When you say a lot of work, what do you mean by that specifically? What I do realize or know is that, like, the longer someone's with someone, things can change because people do grow and stuff. But it's about I just feel like if you love someone, that's just the rock solid root of anything. Is when as long as you love each other. Because if you love each other, that's gonna hold you guys together. Like, that's the strong, like, that's the root of it. Now, if you don't love, then everything else will fall apart on the outside. But if you know y'all both not giving up on each other and the love is there, that's how you will make it far. And then, like, good communication and stuff. But even if the communication was out of the picture, if you guys are rock solid and you guys love each other, y'all could get through anything. No matter if it was an argument, no matter if something happened, y'all will get through it because y'all love each other. That's the thing, like, y'all love each other. Like, y'all both, it's like, you know? Really? You think so? I'm okay. How are you? Well, you say you're well. Thanks for asking. But, I don't know. I just know, like, with marriage, like, obviously, it's not always going to be peaches and cream. Like, you're going to have disagreements and stuff throughout. But I don't feel like, I don't know, y'all. See, I'm different. I just feel like if two people really love each other, ain't nothing could happen. Like, because y'all just so into each other. Y'all just happy. I just don't understand. Like, yeah, the only thing I can only think of is, like, y'all probably just having maybe like a disagreement or something. So y'all. But other than that, like, I just feel like if you really, like, genuinely happy and love your person, what is the issue? Like, what else could go wrong? Because y'all there for each other. Y'all want to make each other both happy. So if y'all feel like if y'all crave happiness, like y'all both genuinely happy with each other, then what is the fucking problem? Or what will be a problem? Yeah. I can't really see. Exactly. Yep, that's what I was just saying. Yep, that's the only thing. Like, just because y'all may have a disagreement on me, like, oh, you just gotta just, okay, I'm leaving, I'm out. Like, that's not how it works. Like, you gotta be stronger than that. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to really love somebody to not give up on them and stuff, because it's like, that means that you was never really loved them, because, yeah, it shouldn't be easy for you to just say, oh, I don't want this no more. Like, nah, like, this is real life serious stuff. Like, marriage is a commitment, like a lifelong time commitment. It's a commitment. Like, it's not nothing you could just be playing with at all. I'm tired. Mm. Anything else y'all want to talk about? I'm about to get off. I'm just getting sleepy. I'm sorry, y'all. But yes, are you married? Well, yeah, you are, because you have Mrs. Miss. Did you see your proposal coming? Or, like, did it catch you off guard? Or did you and your partner always knew that you wanted to be married? Like, what was your experience like? Was you just, like, shocked, or did you see it coming? Like, because it's been something I always talked about prior. How would you, like, describe it? So basically, being that you're married, so, like, say, like, you was walking down the street, you're, like, tunnel vision. Like, any dude walking down the street, it doesn't phase you because you got a husband. Like, you don't go thinking about, oh, if another dude's looking, or, like, oh, trying to talk. Like, you don't even be caring about that. Like, you don't see them, pretty much. Like, it's like they're there, but you don't see them because you locked in with your husband. That's how I think it's like. I think, like, when you have your partner and you're in a relationship, I feel like you get tunnel vision. Like, you don't care, no one, like, you don't think about other guys being there, even though that they're there in your face, because you got a partner that you're, like, focused on. That's not bad. It's not bad. That's a good time. What about when it comes to, like, moving in situation? Like, did y'all live separately and then moved in together? Um, or did y'all live together before y'all got married? So we just think alike, huh? We think alike. That's how I feel though. I feel like once you, like, say if you get like a boyfriend or like a husband or something, I feel like you don't go thinking about other guys. It's like they're just there. Like, you can see them around, they're everywhere. But you don't be worried about though, because you got your own man to worry about. Like, that's what I think. That's just me though. I don't know. That's how I feel. I feel like that's my man. Like, fuck all the other dudes. Like, what they talking about? But that's just me though. Like, all I need is my partner. Once I have and that's my man. Like, you gotta tell me nothing else. That's how I feel. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's not bad either. I was just curious to know, like, which one, like, how did you do it? Like, did you all live together, then got married, or was y'all, like, living separately but always seeing each other, visiting each other, and then y'all be like, oh, babe, let's move in together. Let's find a spot together. Let's move to a different state together, live together for the first time. Y'all was able to see what y'all both places look like, who, like, y'all living styles, like, who's more dirtier, well, not dirtier, but, like, who, like, probably seem like organized, put together, who look like, like how your place look. Like, did y'all look at that before y'all go just moving it together? Or, like, did y'all live together and then decided to, like, you know? But, yeah. But not saying someone has to be dirty. I was just using that as an example. Because you could be two clean people. Like, he could be clean or OCD, and then a female, she could be, like, you know, like to decorate and stuff and be clean too or whatever. So, I was just saying as an example. Because it's always good to know, like, oh, wow, at least I know my partner ain't dirty. Like, you feel me? So we live together. I know my partner ain't going to be the type to have this, you know, or that. Like, you know. So that's a way of getting to know someone. Then you should be able to tell it off top as soon as you meet someone. Like, oh, he gives, like, he's a clean person. Or he gives, like, he look nice, but let's go to his crib and his place is not up to par. You know what I'm saying? Like, that will off top tell you, like, oh, well, this is his living style, you know? So that's why you got to take all that to consideration, too. Because some people just don't probably know how to be clean, or some people don't know how to, like, decorate their place, make it look nice and tidy and cute. Some people just living in a home but not doing nothing. They just living there, just doing whatever. Y'all have kids together? Yeah, that's not bad at all. That's good timing, actually, I feel like. I think that's good timing. Like, I feel like that is, like, more than enough time to, like, get to know someone. Because, you know, some people get married within a month or 2 months, depending on. I really feel like it's not a time limit on marriage. I feel like if you and a person's all aligned and y'all went through everything I could probably think of and y'all really feeling it, like y'all really into each other, it's up to you of how soon and quick you want to get married. Like, it does not take years to find out, oh, that you want to marry somebody. That's, to me, literally like a preference thing. Like, if somebody's just not ready to propose because maybe they got to save up for the ring. Maybe they got to save up for a place for y'all. Maybe they got to prepare for you and what comes with it. You never know what people's going through to know why they want to hold off. Or maybe they're trying to get themselves together. Maybe they have infidelity issues. They're trying to get that out their system before they want to, you know, propose to you. Or maybe they're having cold feet. They want to make sure you're the right chick. Like, they're going to want to spend the rest of their life with. You just never know. But I do feel like if somebody want to wake up, it's like, let's go elope. Or let's get married in, like, say, a month. To me, I don't think that's still nothing wrong with that either. And I think I say that because I am a hopeless romantic and I like adventurous stuff. It's like, oh, why not? Like, I mean, hello. But I'm only saying that as in, like, if y'all really in love, like, y'all really, like, I'm telling you, like, if it's a feeling, like, y'all really locked in, not like, oh my God, this person just sold me a dream and then we're getting divorced or we're breaking up like 3 months later. No, don't definitely, like, have good intentions. Or some people be friends before they get married. And that's how you can find out about a person too. Okay, so he has children and they're all adults. Do you want any children? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, when you know, you know. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how I say I'm a hopeless romantic. Like, and I'm the type, I'll do some spontaneous stuff. I would, like, but you have to know, though. Like, don't just be like, oh, he's gonna be my. No, like, you have to, y'all really have to be locked in with each other to, like, make those type of decisions. I feel like as long as y'all on the same page, or somebody loves someone way more than the other, like, meaning that person, like, you're his fucking everything. Like, he loves you so fucking much. Like, even if someone's more a little obsessed than the other, like, to me, that's still, like, you know, or y'all just mutual with it. Y'all got to be, like, locked in. But if y'all not really feeling each other or haven't dealt, then no. This is only for the ones that, like, really feel ready, like, in their hearts. Like, they ready to do that shit tomorrow. Because that's, like, a cute thing. Like, oh, love at first sight. Or, like, oh, little lovebirds. Like, to me, that's cute. Like, that's special. So if you have that with a partner and it's different from your past relationships or just something you never experienced before, because they say love is a feeling that you probably like whenever like you haven't felt before, like it's just a different feeling. So once you feel that, and it's just on a whole nother level. Like, and I believe in that. Like I feel like love or whatever, something hits you at the right time. I feel like, or whenever it hits you, I feel like it's just you will know. Like, oh my God, like I never felt this before, or I never was treated this way before, but now I'm being treated this way because this person loves me. This person knows how to love me. This person showed me what real love is. I never had that before. So I feel like if you're someone who never had it before, then it's gonna blow your mind when somebody shows you that. I don't know. That's just how I'm thinking of it. I don't know. I don't know. Again, I haven't been married before, but I just feel like, as a man, like, I don't know, I just feel like that's just what it would be, And I don't feel like you have to be married to know these things. I feel like if you're the type of person that know what you want, and you've seen how men are, or how they could be and how they treat their woman, then it's like that's setting a role, like an example for you right there. Have you see like how another man treats his woman and how they're happy, and and so forth, like how a woman is supposed to treat a woman and stuff. So I mean, that's the only way I feel like you're gonna find out, if you haven't find out your own self. You know what? No, baby. There's people that has babies in their early 40s, though. So are you saying you just don't want none, or you're saying that you just feel like you're at an age where you just feel like what's the point? Or like if he wanted kids, would you be open to it, or like you just like the fact he got kids and you don't care about having kids? Or like, okay, let me ask you this. Or your husband, he don't mind you not wanting kids. But you got a husband, girl, so that's already a plus. Because like if you say, if you wasn't married and a guy, he met you and he's like, oh, she don't got no kids, and she accept me for my kids, he'll probably be happy as hell. But yeah. Cause they probably, what? She ain't judging me for my kids and she don't got none. I could see if she had like her own kids in my, but no, she don't got no kids. But I mean, but then again, I don't know your situation, but um, what was I gonna say? But yeah, I mean, I get everybody's situation is different, you know, or whatever works for you. Cause some people don't want kids, or some people be like, lesbian, like so where they don't want no kids. But then there's some like lesbians who do end up having kids through a certain way. But my thing is like, y'all don't ever think about, wow, I don't want no kids, and you just spend your whole life with no kids, and like we typically, yeah, we probably come back obviously to the world, but if not, it's like YOLO, you only live once. So like imagine like, you're not just living your whole life, you didn't have no kids. I guess don't overthink it. Let me not get too deep, because I can start overthinking stuff, and it's like not everybody wants kids. I guess just not everybody wants kids. Really? Do you have like any nieces and nephews? Like I'm the auntie, like the fun auntie, or the auntie that will spoil my nieces and nephews because you don't have like kids of your own or whatever. But again, you have the advantage. You have like a plus because you have actually a husband. So if you was to have a kid right now, like at least you got a man to be there for you and your kids, at your age. But I mean that's the only thing I could think of, like, you know. But yeah. Because I feel like it'll be harder for a woman to have kids. Let's say a woman your age wanted to have kids, but you don't have a partner to have a kid with. It'll be harder because now you feel like you're like time is ticking. Oh my God, I don't have a man. I can't find a man to have a baby with. I don't want to just have a baby by any old body. You see, that may be more difficult, but you have the advantage because you actually have a husband that you can have a kid with. So it's like, you know, like, mm. Well, I honestly, I think that's fun too. Like, if you were someone who didn't have kids, I think that's fun to know. If you had like a relative or someone that has kids, so you could like spoil them and stuff. Cause I know I would. If I didn't have kids, I would spoil like my nieces and nephews too. I gotta put his thing back on his head. It's been way past the hour. But yeah, if I didn't have kids, I was definitely spoiled like other people's kids. For sure. Mm-hmm. Some people be like, I'm one and done. But one thing about it, if you have kids or a big family, at least you know when you get older, your kids gonna be all there for you, right by your side. Like you go like, oh, I'm an old lady, but all my kids, they, surrounding me. I got a big family that's gonna be there for me. That's if you're a good parent to them. God willing, right? Because some parents be bad or evil to their kids, and when they get older, their kids don't give a damn because their mom or their daddy treated them like shit. So by the time you get old, you don't got nobody at your funeral. You don't got nobody in the nursing home with you. You don't got no one to live with. They just sign off on your documents and they don't care what happens to you after that. You don't want to be that person. But yeah, I think that's a blessing too in a way. I don't have a problem with people having multiple kids or like a big family. I don't have a problem. Like my family is kind of like a big family. Like I kind of come from like a big family, but like I don't have a problem with people having multiple kids. My issue is why are you having all these kids and you struggling? You know what I'm saying? Like, or like if you have different baby dads and no one, you mean to tell me you got 8+ kids and nobody helping you out, like no man that you laid with? That's just too many. You know what I'm saying? But if you were like married or something and you guys had like say a lot of kids, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Um, and if y'all got it like that, like financially, like living in a big house, making money, you could care for all your kids. Now that's different. Go crazy. But if you struggling, it's like, why would like have to deal with that in your life when you don't have to? Unless you're successful. But even if you were successful, I feel like with a lot of kids, still, you probably have some challenges because you're dealing with multiple kids. Even if you got help from a family member, you still may have some challenges just because you're dealing with like different ages and things like that. But I'm not saying it's not doable, but it depends. Like, are you someone that's successful having all these kids? But again, I'm pretty sure if you were successful, you're not gonna have multiple baby daddies and all them kids by different men if you were that successful either. So I don't know. I mean, that's just what I think. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there is someone successful with multiple kids, different. I don't know. I mean, wait. Am I making sense? Let me take that back. Hold on. Wait a minute. I guess that don't matter either. I guess you could still be successful, have multiple baby dads. Yeah, so that didn't make sense. I take that back. I take that back because your finances shouldn't have anything to do with having multiple baby dads. So that, yeah, that shouldn't even do with it. Have nothing to do with it. But what I am saying is, it's just like, I don't know. I just don't think that's me. Like, I know I want to have multiple baby dads, and I'm just struggling to keep having kids. Cause it's like, why I keep having kids and like, I don't know. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, I'm not one to judge people, but I mean, I do keep it real now. So I don't know if me keeping it real, I ain't gonna try to say they come across as judging, but I just don't get that. Sometimes I just be looking at people like, now she ain't with no dude. She just opened up her legs, and the dude ain't with her, and she pregnant again. It's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not one to judge, but it's like I be sometimes wondering, looking at people like that, though, like, why they keep having kids, and the man like ain't she ain't living with the man, but you have like you're like all these kids in, and you mean to tell me that none of them was like present? I just don't get that. I really don't. I don't. Because I'm saying that because even if you're not with the dad, at least the dads are probably there for the kids or helping you out with the kids in some type of shape, way, or form for their child, even though y'all may not be together. But if you just having kids and the guy's not in the picture at all, I mean, he's not even buying the baby a pack of diapers, then that's like, so then why is you even having kids? Or, or they could be careless, just sleeping with men, and they're not even in a relationship with them. That's like the stuff that's like the red flags, because it's like it's one thing to be in a relationship or married to the dude and then you not say with them, but if you just laying down and you just so happen to get pregnant randomly off a stranger or dude you just hooked up with for a one night stand, then it's like, you know what I'm saying. So it's different scenarios, it's different scenarios, but that could be considered being careless. Like you're just doing careless shit just to be just popping out babies like it's some motherfucking, I don't know, a bubblegum machine. Like, I don't know. Now that's females like that, then yeah, I'm thinking like, why you just keep having all these kids if you know what I'm saying? But mm-mm, I don't know. And I always said this myself, talking about myself, I've always said this about myself. I never wanted to be a statistic, me being a baby mama either, with like multiple kids or baby dad. I never thought that was gonna be me. Like I still don't want to put myself in that category because I literally never wanted that. Like I never thought that I would have like be on a baby daddy like Jay. I never thought that for me. I literally thought I was gonna be a married woman. Like that's what I thought when I was a kid. I thought I was gonna get married, have kids, have daughters, like have my house. I literally had that vision when I was like younger. But obviously, as I got older, more reality kicks in. Your life don't always go as you thought when you was a child. So, and I was young obviously when I had my first. So I was more younger then, and then life just be happening. But it's like I, if you know me, I never wanted to be like, well, I don't know how should I say it. I don't know. I just never wanted to be another statistic. Just being a baby mama with kids. I never wanted to be that person. Yeah, so I feel like there's I won't say certain levels to this shit, but what I'm saying is everybody's situation is different because there's literally chicks out here that just be sleeping around and stuff, being careless, and then there's women that was probably in a relationship and then maybe they just so happen not be together and you just have a baby. But a lot of the times though, even if the couple or the people may not be together, that doesn't stop the fact that that guy's probably still involved in the child's life. They're just not together with the mother. To me, that's different, you know? Like, yeah, you're a mother with children, but the man's in the child's life, you know? So to me, that don't count. Versus somebody that's just having kids, multiple baby daddies, but none of the dads are in the life. They're not in the picture. That's the difference. You see what I'm saying? It's like your life will be a little bit more harder in that aspect versus if you had, say, a different baby dad, whether that's, or let's just, it could just be one baby dad, three baby, whatever. At least the dad is still being present to the child, to where it's helping you out as the mother. That's what I'm saying. And the children are having their fathers in their lives versus you just being careless, just keep having kids knowing you're struggling already. It's the careless acts is what I'm talking about. It's the careless acts. And there are women that do careless things. I'm trying to like make it be a difference, because there is a difference. Instead of putting everybody in one category just because, or judging them, oh well, she's just a single baby mama, or she got multiple kids, but everybody's situation is different. So I don't like when people we try to put everybody in just one box. Like, why y'all doing that? Don't do that, because not everybody's in the same box. And yeah, and that it does tell you that's not a sense of direction. That just shows you just sleeping around just because, like, you don't have no goals or morals. Like, oh, I want a man that's, he's a provider. He's a good man. Like, are you even having kids by good men? Because ain't a good man gonna have you struggling with the kids. Even if it was one man, and all those kids wasn't his kids, but that one man is paying for all your kids' food for the night. There's good men though that will still help you and your kids, even if they're not his kids. You see what I'm saying? Are those men even doing that for you? Because if there's no men that can even do that for you and your kids, then yeah, you're pregnant again, and the guy, nobody's present throughout your journey, nothing. You're just setting yourself up for that. See, that's not what I feel like I would be cool with. So when I be looking at people's like, or people just be bringing anybody in their lives, like, dang, like, just bringing anybody in your lives. You're not even trying to get to know the person. You just, oh, okay, we just want to be with somebody just to have someone there. But you did a background check on that guy? Is he a pedophile? Is he a molester? You don't want him feeling on your kids in the middle of the night. Someone will put men over their fucking kids. You see, I don't play that shit. That's why I am thankful and blessed that I'm not the type of woman to have guys come in and out of my crib. I've never been that way. I'm always sticking to one man or effing one man. I don't get down on that hooking up with different guys. I'm too picky, and I'm very, when it comes to like health stuff, I'm very it's like a thing I get like I'm not like, I think it's part of my sign too. I'm just not like a dirty person in that type of sense. Like I don't like anybody just all up on me. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but I'm very picky too. So it's like I couldn't just have any old fucking body around. Now if I was single, if I wanted to drop it like it's hot, I would probably, if I was single. But I got kids, like, and I'm just not like that. Like, I don't know, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? So one thing my kids could say is, oh, at least my mama didn't bring all these guys around us, because it's peace. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. They probably, even if I had guy friends, and that's another thing. Like, you could have guy friends, and it's not a guy like you're screwing or something, because some people probably might think, well, oh, she have guys around, but that could be your friend, and the kids will know that that's your friend. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But if it's a guy like you're dealing with on and off, or like, even if it was like an abusive thing, like, that's not good for the kids, because it's like, why would you want your kids around all these different people? Like, you could do that on, like, get a babysitter and do that. Go out and do whatever you want. But why are you bringing them around your kids? Like, I don't know. But at least I'm proud of that. Like, cause I'm not the type of really bring. I don't bring nobody around my kids. The only probably different faces they'll probably see is if I'm probably getting like a little ride or something. They just see different drivers. That's about it. I'm sorry. I know I sure did took too long. My bad. I know I took too long. But you up now though. You up now. We're just talking about a mixture of things like women with multiple baby dads and why do some women just keep having kids and there's no men helping them, like the men that they're laying down with. Like I just was trying to like talk about the differences in that. Because some people I feel like tend to put women with multiple kids or multiple baby dads and multiple kids and all in the same category. And I don't feel like that's quite fair because everybody's situation is different. Maybe a little similar, but different. So, yeah. I gotta put my phone on the charger. Ugh. But I never, if you know me, I never wanted to be a single mama or anything. Never. And and I'm not saying these women want to be single mothers. I'm not saying it. But again, it's what are you doing and how you're going about things. Now, when I was younger, though, when I was on my hustling, because I had a hustling lifestyle, when I was getting fast money, when my firstborn was younger, yes, I did do a lot of moving around and stuff. It was, I was staying with different folks and stuff like that. But he was like younger, and again, that was like my past life and stuff, to an extent. But my son was always safe. He was always safe, you know. Um, yeah. But um and that's another good thing. Like I'm glad he was young because I don't want him knowing, old enough to the part where he's paying attention to every little thing. No, he was young enough. He probably didn't understand what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Because he was super younger at the time. So I'm kind of glad that I did that back in the day. Things is different now. But at the end of the day, I would never put my kids in any harm of anybody. And that's another reason why I want a husband, because I feel like your husband is supposed to protect you. So it's a protective thing for me too. It's not just, oh, my husband. No, a man is supposed to protect you. So, yeah. Make sure y'all like the video. Which one? I have 3 boys. I don't know if y'all noticed too. I don't always tell my business on here. Like, I don't speak on like really relationships and stuff on here, like personally about me. A lot of the times that I talk, I'm just talking in general. So if I was seeing a man or in a relationship, I'm not gonna share that necessarily, you know what I'm saying? But I will speak on things or topics and stuff. I just want y'all to know that, because a lot of people may just assume shit. And don't be assuming shit for me, because first of all, I didn't say shit. A lot of times I just be genuinely speaking on things in life. So don't ever think I'm talking about myself in per se. No, I'm talking about in general just how I feel, my thoughts on things, how I see things. Don't just take it to heart like I'm talking about my situation. I'm not talking about me and my own personal situation. I'm not doing that. Half of the times I'm not I may not be sure, or maybe I just don't want to share it, or maybe I don't have to share it, or maybe I'm still figuring out things myself about what I want to do about when it comes to things. I don't know. So if I'm unsure or whatever, at the end of the day, I don't share everything. I'm a private person. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Well, everything's well with him. Thanks for asking. He was with his daddy today. He's great with his dad. I don't really have nothing to worry about. Well, I won't say it like that. But I'm not like really hurting. Like my kids are not really hurting of a, like say a meal, if a meal's not present, you know? Like my kids seem straight. Like they're gonna be straight. I don't, like, yes, I am a mother that needs help. Obviously that's clear as day. But I don't feel like I'm like struggling in like a suffering way, if that makes sense when it comes to my kids. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, I could use the help, but I'm not like, but my kids are not like in suffer, like, damn, they doing bad, you know? Never that. If that, I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make sense? And that's why I'm thankful and I'm blessed, because me being their mom, I can never let some shit like that, like us suffering that type of way. I've never suffering. That's not the word. Struggle, or maybe a mom that may need help. It sounds better, but like, but suffering, like, oh my god, like that never been my life ever. So, yeah. And people know me, I always make shit happen. I've always been a type to make shit happen for my kids, regardless with whether I have help or I don't have help. Any questions, you guys? Make sure to like the video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Glad to have you here. I just want to be happy ever after. Like just living life with my partner. Raising my beautiful children. It's not too much to ask for. It's not. But tell me why. I don't know if I should call him my ex, but I don't know if I should say ex. But this dude, I got a request, and I'm like, is this who I think it is? And I'm like kind of shocked that he sent me that. But I'm like, I'm just confused. Like, did he meant to send me this? Due to how things went. I'll speak brief. I'm not gonna go into detail, but I'll speak briefly about the situation. Some years ago, me in Atlanta, when I used to be in the industry, I met him because he was someone that booked me. for a private, you know what? I gave him a chance. And he was an older guy. He probably, if I have to guess, maybe 3 years younger than me, I think. I don't really talk to young guys, mind you. But I think what got me is because of his height. Anywho, he actually had a child. He had a son that was like, I think, like 2 years old. And I didn't even have my son with me at the time. I only had one kid at the time. And I didn't even have my son wasn't even living with me at the time. But he became obsessed with me to an unhealthy point, meaning it turned into like a stalk, like a bother me situation. So I had to like do what I had to do to put an end to it before my son came back to me. So for me to get a request from him, I didn't say nothing yet, but I'm like, I didn't see that coming because it's like after that happened, I haven't heard from him since. I don't know if he even watched me on social media. I don't know. But I think that's so like the fact that I would see something like that just recently. I don't know. But yeah. You see, I've never been a problem like when it comes to guys not fucking with me just off cause like the guys I've dealt with in my life, you know, how should I describe it? Well, you know, I'm the best size, so you know they always gonna think of me at some point in their life, you know, because I'm just special like that. They can't get enough of me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, seriously though, like I be leaving out pressures on motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, you guys. But no, I'm not a problem. Like you know, like people like who fucks with me, like you know, they either like really like me or whatever case may be. I never like. That's what I'm saying. Like, let's just say, just generally speaking, like whether I'm with someone or now or whatever, I don't have a problem. Like it's like I'm not a problem. Like it's not like oh she can't get a man or it's not. It never been nothing like that. I just gotta find the right one that you know. Do you know how many guys I turned down though? Because at the end of the day, I am picky, but anybody can't talk to me. That's clear as day. But it's never been a problem like, oh, well, she can't get a man or she can't keep a man. Like, it's never been that because, first of all, how can you keep a man if you really never was in a relationship or anything? You know what I mean? Like, you know, now, I never been in, like, in a long relationship before, like, say, 5 months. Like, I never been, like, in a long-term relationship. I just never dealt with that before yet. But, yeah, I'm not, like, an issue. Or there's nothing, like, you know, that would be wrong with me to why I couldn't get a man, if that makes sense, you know? So I don't have nothing to worry about. If anything, I'm just looking for a husband, you know, which I am wifey material for sure. But you got to be in a relationship or, you know, get to know somebody or for someone to be willing or ready to commit to you in order to even get married or else you're not going to get married. At the end of the day, a man has to propose to a woman. And the man, you have to make sure you have the right man because if you don't have a man that's ready to commit, then your time, then yeah, girl, you can forget about it right now. You're not gonna get married no time soon because the guy, you're probably dealing with a guy that's just not ready to commit to you. Whether he, sorry, whether he likes you or not. You see what I'm saying? So, so it also plays a factor of like the type of guy that you're even talking to. Like, is he even someone that you're even serious about with, or is he like just a hookup or something like that? He's not. He's not in a predicament where he wants to get married. So that's why you have to really, when you're dealing with the person, you have to be with them intentionally, or else you're just wasting your time. Like, unless you want a friends with benefit, or unless you want to just have a dude you're just hooking up with, and vice versa. But if your intention is, oh, I want someone long term, then you need to be talking to someone on a long term basis. And if he tells you in the beginning that he's not looking for that, then that's your time to go the other way. So it's all about meeting someone with attention, and they have to want the same thing. That's simple. Like with my middle child, for instance, me and his dad, we weren't like together, but we had like chemistry. I met him on the job, and I knew maybe I didn't have no business talking to him. Not that I didn't have to, because I'm a grown woman, but it's more so like, kind of like, why? But why? It was just like a thing I just did, you know? So, and he wasn't a married man. He wasn't none of that, you know? So I was just open at the time. I was just single. I mean, when you're single, you could do whatever you want, right? But I didn't know I was going to get a baby out of it either. And things turn out the way that they end up turning out. But we weren't together, though. That's the thing. We weren't together. I mean, we didn't know each other that damn long enough. We did start off being like friends, cool. And then eventually that's when it got to the intimate part. Well, the other part. But we never said we were boyfriend, girlfriend. It was kind of more so like we just had, I don't know, work chemistry. I don't know. I don't know. But looking back is like, damn. I don't know. He was just one for the drafts. Like, I didn't have no business talking to him. Like, what was the point? So boom, now I got a baby out of it, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did nice things for me. Like, he would like, get me food. He got flowers delivered to me to the job, things like that. But we weren't in a relationship. But at the same time, we were both single, you know? But again, we weren't in we weren't, I mean, we're still kind of early in it. So I don't know. We never really talked about that or long term stuff. It's like, like that never came in a conversation between us, you know? So that's kind of how that situation worked. But let's just say it was the other way around. He wanted me to be his woman or something, But you have to understand, we met on the job. We didn't meet outside the job or anything. So you see, like, I don't know. But all I could say is you just gotta find the right person. That's pretty much it. Like, if you're dealing with a dude and they don't know what marriage is, then why are you dealing with them? But I really feel like the only way you can learn and find out about things is through like experience. So with me, I just was one of the people, I just had to go through these experiences. Well, I guess we'll go through these experiences because I was young when I met my first, obviously, and then this one was just randomly just out the blue, and you know what I'm saying, like. And yeah, that's all I could think of. Other than that, I didn't really have no boyfriends or anything in my 20s, for real. Because I was mainly like being a hustler, like hustling. Yeah. I was just doing what I had to do. Did y'all use protection? Did who? Me and my middle child's dad? That's what I'm saying. Like, we're both grown. We're both single, so we could do whatever. But it was just the fact that I feel like I didn't have no business messing with him, because it's like, what, girl, what is the point, though? Like, what is the point of messing with him? Like, what is the point? And then he's an older guy, and I never talked to a guy that old before. But, he didn't look like, obviously, that age or whatever. But that's the thing, like, though, it was kind of just like, I don't know, I just felt like it was just something that happened, I could have just like left it alone. But instead, I continue on with the flirting and all that. Well, like chemistry, But I got a baby out of it. And obviously he's not present. Now, what I could say though, I don't know if this could be true, but what I could say is, I wonder if I didn't do what I did at the job, would he have handled things differently between me? Or would things would have played out the same regardless between us? Because I feel like he probably thought I exposed him on the job and how I went out with a bang. He probably like, oh, now she motherfucking on her own for motherfucking doing that type shit. That's what I'm thinking. Because I remember when I did get in contact with him, he answered and he said something like, I just remember him saying something like, oh, you done, what did he say? He said, you're going to have a hard life. I don't know. He said something crazy out of those lines. Pretty much. And I don't know if he said that because of what I did at the job. Or if he just basically just admitted to me he's not going to be involved. That's why he said that. And, I kind of saw the red flags last minute because I remember one time we linked up somewhere. I think he helped me pay my phone bill or some shit at the time. And I just remember, like, he said something so grimy. I don't think it had nothing to do with me per se, but it's just, I pay attention to people's intellect and how they talk. And it starts to make me see people in a different light. And it was just about something. I don't know if it has something to do with if somebody was to get hit by a car, would you be there to say? It was some life-like situation type question. And his response, I didn't care for it. And I honestly can't remember what exactly it was, but I did not care for his answer. And that made me think, like, I can't believe a guy like you would respond in that type of way. It makes you just see things differently because you're like, dang, that's how he think. It kind of makes me feel like, dang, some people are just fucked up people. And it's like, damn, that's the harsh reality. But that was a red flag for me. But so I guess I shouldn't be surprised that he's not involved because of how he answered a question like that. And it just made me think his intellect just wasn't right. Like, I didn't like that. So some people, you may think they're going to be there, be present, because I thought he would be there. But you'll be surprised that you can't just look at somebody from their appearance and think, oh, they got it, they're going to be there. No, some people are really just fucked up people. They don't give a fuck. They'll do your grimy or leave your ass hanging. Because a lot of people could be selfish. And that's what it started to kind of give. Like, he ain't about to change his life around. Shit, I don't know. Maybe he just looked at me like I was just a plaything at the time, which is okay. But then again, but like I said, he wasn't like a married man. He was a single man. But maybe he just thought I was a plaything. I mean, this was a time I used to have like OnlyFans and stuff at the time when he didn't really know too much about that. But that's probably what he thought. We were just a plaything. I mean, I don't feel some type of way about it. That's just probably what it was because, again, we weren't like boyfriend, girlfriend. Even though we both were single. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I only got to know some things about him, but again, when the times when we did hook up, he would always come to my place because I had my own place at the time. And I think it was my first apartment here. But he used to always come to me. I think it was just more convenient because he lived across town and I lived closer to, like, I think the job or something. So he would always just come see me. I never went to his place because he lived further away. So it was just more convenient. So it was like, yeah, just more so like a fling. And at first we started to use protection, then we didn't. But I'm not gonna lie though. If I'm being honest, I thought if I was to get pregnant by him, and that's another thing where I do have to take accountability, because I did say that if I had another child, I wanted to be married. I said that. And look at me, I'm on my third kid and I'm not still technically married yet, right? Whatever God has in my path, I'm sure I'm going to get married. That's not a doubt. But what I'm saying is, even before I had my second child, I wanted to be married. I wanted to be in a relationship. That's why I said I didn't have no business messing with him, because now it's like, yeah, I didn't get pregnant right away, but obviously, eventually I did. Like, duh, what do you thought was going to happen, girl? They, but anywho, I'm not going to lie though. I have thought if I was to get pregnant, I did thought he would be the type to be present. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was different from like my first. I'm not gonna lie, I did. Wanna know why? Because he was different. He was an older guy. I mean, the other one was older too, but he was an older guy. He seemed like he had like a more, like he was more stable when it came to like financial wise. I mean, he used to kind of complain about money too at times, but he had things going on for himself still. And but I just thought, and he had what, three other kids, and I think he had two baby moms. But I don't know. He's in their life. He's in those kids' life. So I thought, because I felt like he had it together. I'm thinking, well, if I was pregnant, at least I know he'll be a daddy, like to mine. But obviously, that didn't turn out that way. And now look at me, still fighting for child. That's the only thing I'm doing is for like justice. Other than that, it's like, but again, I don't know if he's saying like, oh, I'm gonna be on my own because of me reacting how I did at the job, and that probably pissed him off. I think it pissed him off. Or he just, if that didn't happen, would he still have that same mindset? He still just don't want to be. That I don't know. And I'm kind of surprised because he never gave me that impression. I don't know if it's because he's a Gemini and they be acting on and off. But all I do know is he never gave me that impression because we were so cool. We were cool, y'all. Like, me and him was cool. Like, so it was just a disconnect straight up after I done did that shit. So I don't know if things would have been different or if that's just his true character at the end of the day. But I saw some red flags for sure, though. Messing with him. I saw just some red flags messing with him, so. Yeah. And at that time, I was also kind of going through it. Like, so maybe he thought I was a lot to deal with. I don't know. I don't know, but hmm. But one thing about him though, he never told me to get an abortion. He only tried to convince me that he wasn't the dad, which I know he was the dad, y'all. He was the only guy I was with. He was the only guy I had brought sex with. I know my body, like, I'm not dumb. I know he was the dad. But he tried to convince me as if it could have been somebody else and not him. And he told me he had a he had a vasectomy, which that's a lie. He was supposed to beat up with me plenty of times to try to do a test and everything. He just was playing the games with me. But he never not once told me that. He never not once told me that to get an abortion. I never came across his mouth. He only told me or tried to convince me that he wasn't the dad. That was it. That was it. So, yeah. I never saw it coming. I'm not gonna lie, I never thought that this was gonna happen to me when it came to my second kid. I thought he was gonna probably be present. But proved me wrong. I'm so dead ass. Like, I really didn't think he was gonna be type that wasn't gonna be present. I'm so dead ass. I didn't know he was gonna do me like that because I thought he was more put together. He wasn't like a hood dude just on a corner selling drugs or something. He was a working man. So I thought he was gonna have his shit together and help me, but that was not the case. So yeah. Maybe that was my motherfucking lesson. I needed to learn. I don't know. But like I said, I was supposed to be married with a second baby. I was not supposed to be end up just hooking up with a guy and I just so fucking got pregnant and I'm motherfucking got 2 baby daddies now on my fucking hands. No, that is not how the situation is supposed to go. That's why I said I did have no business messing with him. Because, like, why was I messing with him? Why the fuck did I have to do that? Why? What was the point? What was the fucking point? Like, I get it. Yes, I was single, but still, why the fuck I had to mess with him? I should never mess with him. And now look at me. Look at my situation. All because I was wrong. I was wrong to think that he was going to be a person that will take care of the responsibilities. But he wants to convince that my son's not his at all. No, he's trying to convince me that my son is not his at all. And I did take my baby back to that job when he was working with that chick that I used to stay with, who so-called person got her daughter fighting me, whatever. We got into it, whatever, which I never even thought that was going to happen, but that fucking happened between us because those was my people. Like, I fucks with them. Like, they were my people. But now I don't fuck with them now to this day. But anywho, one of them came with me in the job. And he stepped to the side with me and my baby. And he looked, my thing is, if you're trying to convince me that this ain't your child, right? Then why is the first thing you say to him or me is, why did you get his ears pierced? You should have waited till he's older to get his ears pierced. Oh, but he's not your child. And then he's going to try to look my baby in the face and said he doesn't look like me. He just turned into a different person. So, and it's crazy because my son looks the most like him out of all his kids. I mean, his daughter looks just like him. And his older sons, I feel like Momo looks more like him than the other 2 sons. That's just me. Momo is to me like his twin. His fucking twin. But he will have to live with this. That's why, like, I don't want to try to reach out no more, no family members, nothing. Because, like, I don't want them to think, like, well, what did she expect us to do? Like, I don't know. I do want to talk to him and hash things out with him. I don't mind apologizing to him because we've been like that before. So it just became a disconnect. And I think maybe that's because of how I reacted at the time. I don't know, but I'm woman enough to have a sit down and talk to him. But I can't even get through to him. He's real strict on his social media. He's on it. But that motherfucker got his shit tight. Okay? And then 2, the numbers I do have, I can't get through to him. So at this point, I don't know what I do. Pop up on him? I don't know. What should I do? But I just want to have a woman, adult conversation. That's all I want from him. But I think he just don't want to fuck with me no more just because of what happened. But I only did that because I felt betrayed, you guys. So y'all have to understand, like, I have feelings too, and I never really reacted to certain things before in my life when it comes to at least stuff like this, you know? And, you know, I really felt betrayed. I just felt betrayed. That's all it was. Me just feeling betrayed. Thank you. Yeah, I know for sure I'm capable of being a great wife. There's no doubt about that. I know I would make a great, beautiful wife. I never had those issues of why I wouldn't be a wife. It's again, it's not me, y'all. It's just a matter of the type of men that I'm choosing or that I'm dealing with. That's all. But that situation was also different because he was the store manager and I was the employee. It wasn't like he was a guy just hooked like a met and then oh we wanted like oh we'll probably be together a lot because he probably could have just been a man single. He probably didn't want to settle down at his age. He probably just wanted to be a single man for a while. Well, I mean, I used to have some conversations to him about stuff, but again, I never looked at him like the long run. I never thought that far ahead with like that with him at that time in my life. He was just someone I was just talking to. I never thought like long term rise with him or anything. So that's why I'm like, out of the blue, then I got pregnant. So again, it's not that, oh, I wasn't capable of like getting him. It's just I never looked at it like that at the time to be with him in that type of way. And Momo is so adorable. And I could see him with Momo too. Because that's the thing. When I used to be at the job, his daughter would come to the job sometimes and wait, I think, for a relative. Hold on. What was I gonna say? And so, oh yeah, so like his daughter coming, like I said, his daughter looked just like him, but he has, like I said, two baby mothers, um, and like the two sons or whatever. Um, what was I gonna say? I know he's in his other kids' lives. I know that, and he's also a granddad now. And I know he's there for the grandbaby. That's what I'm saying. Like he's there for his other kids and the grandbaby, but he's not obviously. But again, he clearly said that it's not gonna be go good for me. He clearly said that, but again, that's probably because he's mad at me. That's probably why he said that. But for two, he said, yeah, but another thing, I think he's acting like that also because he probably thought I was on birth control or something. But my fault. He never asked. He probably think like, oh, well, maybe she can't get pregnant or she ain't gonna allow herself to get pregnant. But shit, ain't my fault if he assumed that assumption. Not my fault. Shit, could speak up. But anywho, I mean, it takes two to tango, right? But anywho, what was I gonna say? But yeah, I just don't get that. But again, from the way he was started talking like as if he ain't gonna be a part, basically, of what that's kind of what it sounded like, right? Because if he was a part, he'll be here for Momo just like he is his other kids. So I don't know what that's about. But all I do know is I personally want to meet with, we'll have a sit down with him. That's all I want. Because it's better when you just, you start talking to somebody face to face, just a little bit. But shit, I don't know. I don't know. Mhm. But it still wouldn't be my fault though, because at the end of the day, if you have a child, you have a child. So just the fact that you have other kids, do you really want to grow older and, let's say, pass away, knowing you have a whole child out here that you wasn't a part of? Like, that's just so weird to me. It's like, how can you possibly say that to somebody when obviously he doesn't know what Momo look like? I tried texting him some pictures, but I never got a response, so I don't know. But that's when Momo was very little, so you probably couldn't really tell more of his features until now, because now he's like really. If he wasn't then, he's right now. He's really a spitting image of him. So there's no denial, and there wouldn't be no denial. So my thing is, you really pass away knowing you have a whole another child that you never was a part of at all. To me, that's crazy. Like, do y'all have any advice or suggestions of how I should go about this, or just don't even bother? But even though the child support thing's still ongoing, hold on. Let me make him a bottle because he's waking up fussy. Give me 1 second. He just wanted that milk. He like, feed me, mama. I just put his helmet thing on his head too. Been off a little too long. He's supposed to be just for an hour, but at least it's, cleaned and stuff. But it's back on his head now. And the guy had made some adjustments because it kept like falling like low, but I mean still a little low, but I'll adjust it in the morning. So yeah. I've always wanted to sit down with him. I just he just haven't been responding, and I just never went back to that job because I know he. To be honest, right now I don't know, but not so long ago I know for a fact he was still working there. I mean, because why would someone just randomly just leave? But I don't want to just feel like I never really been a type to like follow after a dude or like just pop up on a dude. I never been that type of person to do stuff like that. So I don't want to do it. I'm all like shy and like nervous and shit. But shit, you gotta do what you gotta do for your kids. But I don't know. I wouldn't mind doing it, but I probably would like want to do it with somebody. Not by myself. But I don't know, like, I don't know. I just feel like because if he don't got a new number, then he's just ignoring me at this point or blocked me. I don't know. But all I do know is my only option if I try to like say something to him is if I like probably see if he's at the job and wait till he get off, or I don't really know. I don't. I just don't know. Cause even if I do try to, even me wanting to talk to him, what if like he ignores me or just don't still respond? I don't know. I really don't know, you guys. I mean, I have spoken to his sister, but I don't think there's really much she can do. But at least she wasn't mean to me. But his son, he is reckless. His son was disrespecting me and everything. His son's around my age, one of them, and he judged me because at the time he saw my OnlyFans on my profile. So off top, he's thinking like, why this chick lying? Like she's my dad's, or this is my brother. Like, I'm sorry, baby boy, but it's your brother. But no, for real, he was so mean to me, you guys, and I was just shocked that he was even mean to me because like he doesn't know me. Like, why would he be mean to me? Like, I was really coming to his approaching his son like in a nice way or whatever, and he was just being nasty to me. And he off top judged me because he saw I had an OnlyFans link. So he probably thinking, how why is this chick, claiming she has a baby by my dad? Well, it ain't my fault. You may not know what your dad be up to. So I just feel like he was judging me and everything. And it's like, how could another man who has a baby and a woman or a wife talk to another woman like that? Like, that's just so weird to me. Because at the end of the day, whether he likes it or not, Momo is your brother. Whether you like her or not. You got a brother. Like, so get over it. Whether there's a DNA test or not, at the end of the day, that's your brother. Like, there's no doubt that that's not your brother. That's your brother. Like, Momo looks just like the dad. I think it's kind of funny because it's like they want to act like he's acting like, like, oh, this chick just claiming like this is, she had a baby with my dad, when in reality it is your dad's baby. So it's just crazy how this is your brother, you're acting like this, whether you want to believe it or not. And two, it's just crazy because, damn, like, y'all really just don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I don't know. So what happened is they keep scheduling it. What happening is he's not being served before the court. Like, I don't know, it's weird. And it's like, how the fuck does this keep happening? Oh no, it keeps showing as he's not showing up to the court. I'm like, how the hell is this case taking forever? But my other, like, you see, it's just so weird. And the fact that this has been going on for 4 years now. And they have everything. They said they can't serve his job. It has to be a residence. And they admitted they had a social, because I know his age and his name and all. I have all the information of him. But they're saying, yes, they got his social and stuff. So why y'all fuck? But that's the thing. They're saying they have his addresses and stuff. But it's just the server, the sheriff, is not serving them, I guess, at the right time, or he's never home. I don't know. Because I'm like, well, he's a manager, so he's probably not really always going to be home. Or maybe he's just ducking and dodging you guys. I don't know. But they're saying he has to be served. So if there's a court date, he doesn't show up because a sheriff never served him yet, then it's like, it's going to keep prolonging everything, and they're going to keep having to reschedule. It's frustrating. Because I'm like, they have everything of him. What the fuck? Why is it taking so fucking long? It's so fucking weird. We can't move forward with anything until, because they're going to have us do a DNA test first and foremost. So we're not even going to be able to get to child support. And I was only doing child support just to get justice for Momo if he don't want to be involved in his life. Other than that, if he was to step up and help me, then he doesn't even have to be on child support. I only did that just to get justice, just in case if he didn't want to be present. Well, at least I know, like, Momo's still getting help, because I didn't just birth him, or, like, I didn't just make him, That's the only reason. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is it taking so long? It's just so weird to me. He hasn't did nothing for Momo. He didn't have nothing to do with Momo at all. No, not when I was pregnant, nothing. He didn't have nothing to do with anything. And I've been started the court situation when I think I was pregnant or right after pregnancy. This been going on for 4 years. So everybody keeps coming for me like she needs to put them on child support. Da, da, da. You don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I already spoke on it. I can't help it if they're not doing shit. Like, what am I supposed to do? Fucking go down there? Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I never been through this shit before. I did my part. This the dumb. They're moving slow. Like, I don't know, but this shit been going on way too long. Like, it's just weird to me. Like, what the fuck? Unless he's doing it on purpose, not trying. I don't know. But I feel like we could work through this shit. But I don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people switch up all the time. I just, if I have to apologize about anything, I don't have a problem apologizing. Like, looking back, I'm like, damn, I probably could have handled it in a more mature way. I could just been a big person, just left out. But you know, you have to understand, I was still younger back in the day. Like, you feel me? Like, you know, but I'm more like, you know, mature. And it's not that I've always been mature, but it's like, I just feel like I'm at an age where I can handle things better than what I probably could have handled certain things then compared to now. I came a long way. And I don't mind if I need to send like an apology or I'm just always, I'm mature enough to talk to him. Like, I don't got a problem talking to him because we always was cool with each other. Me and him was always cool. Like, I don't understand how it's like he just, a switch just went off. That's what I heard too. So like, how long will they keep having to switch to court dates? How long would this take for them to just do a default then? How would that work? Because they told me they're claiming that they have everything on him. So then what the fuck? You gonna keep waiting on the damn sheriff? Like, what the hell? Like, I guess they don't mind to, I guess they don't want nobody on child support the way they acting because it's like, why y'all taking so long? Like, y'all keep having a court date, but y'all saying he's not showing up to a court date because clearly he's not being served yet. Why are y'all even having a court date if he haven't even been served yet? I thought y'all supposed to serve him first, then do the court date. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Like I said, I never been through this before, so I really don't. Like, I never been through this, like, say, successfully, meaning because something probably got in the way or something. I don't know. I just never been through this before. So I don't know how this shit run. Yep. That's what I was told. He'll have to pay back. I don't know if that's true in Georgia, though. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm not understanding this shit at all. Because what I'm not understanding is how the hell did my current... I'm not going to put our stuff out there, right? But how is my current situation with my third child came quick faster than fast, but I couldn't even get anything accomplished with my mom's dad? Ain't that weird? But this one happened quicker than quick. I just don't get that. That's weird to me. What you mean by that? Shit, maybe he knows somebody in the system. I don't fucking know. He's not even from Georgia. So I don't know. But he do know people. I know that. He does know people. One of his baby mamas, she I think, I don't know, I don't know if she like a, I don't know. I don't know if she like a director or work with celebrities. I don't know. She just something, I think, of some sort of people that has a name. But I don't know if that has anything, or I mean, I don't know if they'll have anything to do with this, but You don't know. He probably knows some people in the government system, and they probably not try to. They probably, I don't know, y'all. I don't fucking know. Shit. That I don't know. But at the end of the day, I don't think it'll even matter because, I mean, if you have a child, you have a child. Like, what the fuck? And I know his baby mamas can't do nothing, but it's like, damn. I'm sure they don't know he probably got a child on the run. I mean, a child on, you know? Because I feel like as a woman, like, they can, like, speak up too and be like, oh, you got a child. You're not taking up for your child. You know? Like, can somebody back me up? Can somebody, like, help defend me in this situation? Because it's like, what? Like, I know if I was a woman and a man was taking care of his child, but yeah, you got other kids, like, I would say something. That's just me. Like, how you got other kids, but you're not taking care of your other kid? Like, that's just weird to me. Like, that's just weird. I don't know. Because my thing is, like, why wouldn't somebody want someone to take care of their child, though? His, if that is the case, it's probably because he probably say, oh, that's not my kid, that's somebody else's. But Momo look just like him. So it's like, do I gotta start showing pictures of Momo to these people? Like, I don't know. Because it's like, Momo looks just like him. So it's like, who the fuck would stick up for that? Like, will really not have a man be served all because he don't want to be, what, on child support? Like, that's stupid. And he did used to tell me, that's another thing. Like, I used to feel like, oh, well, he's saying that because he don't want to have another responsibility because he's an older man. He don't want to have to raise another kid again because he's already older. And I know he has to me express some time about his financial situation. So maybe that could be it too. But my thing is, well, shit. But still, I didn't lay down and have a baby on my own. So it's like, if he is struggling too financially, it was like, shit, well, I didn't just have a baby by myself. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. At the end of the day, I really don't know. I'm gonna call them tomorrow though for an update because there should be another court date. I don't know, but at the end of the day, the court date won't even matter if he ain't gonna show up. He ain't gonna show up because technically they're telling me there's nothing they can do unless he's served. So it's either he knows it, they're after his ass, and he's ducking, dodging them, but it has to be as address. But if he ain't home, he can't get served if he ain't home. They're not just gonna leave it on the door. They have to serve him. So it's not the fact I'm not like gonna keep on tweaking for someone to be in their kid's life. But my thing is, it's just I didn't know it was just difficult. Like, what's the point of having these things if it's not gonna be so easy to get done? No, I'm not from Georgia. I've been here almost 10 years though. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, regardless if I got upset and probably like embarrassed him or whatever the case may be, or upset at him in front of the job, regardless of all that shit, if you have a child, you have a child. Just do what you got to do. That's simple. And this is how I know because me and him had conversations about, um, we were supposed to do we talked about doing it, I think a DNA test. He told me he had a vasectomy, which I know he was lying about the vasectomy. And this is how I know he knows this is his baby. This is the thing. This is how you know I'm smart. He knows this is his baby, y'all. He knows. Want to know why? How I know that he know that this is his baby? Because there was a time when I was like, hey, can I work at the other location? And he had an excuse. Oh, she doesn't do well, or oh, that would be good for you to go to another location. Da 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 da. He had every fucking excuse. So the moment I became pregnant, you guys, oh, I want to see if you can work at the other location. Da 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 da. Ah, but I thought you just said before that you didn't want me working at the other location because of whatever fucking reason. And now all of a sudden I'm pregnant. Oh, you don't want me still working that job being pregnant. You see, I quitted that job, y'all, when I was pregnant. But imagine if I would have stayed there working there while pregnant, while he's there. Oh, you see what I'm saying? Me being pregnant on the job. You see what I'm saying? So then he started saying, trying to make arrangements. But he didn't do that before. He knows this is his baby, you guys. That's probably why he didn't mention an abortion. He's just trying to convince me this wasn't his baby, which I know this is his baby. He knows this is his baby. He knows. He just ain't gonna tell me that. But he knows this is his baby. I'm not stupid. If that was the case, why would he start trying to act like he now could go to a different location? Because he knows this is his baby. So, again, I didn't have no business messing with him because now I got a baby and now look at me. I'm fucked. So, you know. But seriously, like, yeah, it's just his true colors came out. It's just given. I wouldn't have chosen him as a man because, I mean, look how people act. I don't sound country. Sometimes I do be sounding country though, but I don't sound like Atlanta. No, baby. Um, it's crazy because when I was up north, somebody gonna say I sound like I'm from down south, and I'm like, what? The what? Down south? I'm from up north, baby. But I'm tired, y'all. I'm up here talking to y'all. Y'all gonna keep me up all night. But yeah, so that's it. I just gotta get my third, I mean not my third, my middle baby daddy together. The other two, they're in their kids' lives. I mean, you know, it's there. But my middle child, I just feel so sad for my baby because he doesn't know who his daddy is. Technically. He doesn't know. I think one time he probably won't. The only time he was in his dad's presence was when he denied him in his face when he was a baby. Other than that, Momo doesn't know his dad because he was a baby when I took him there to try to confront him. That's it. He doesn't really know his dad though. And it's sad because he's in the same state. Unless he moves back out of state. But as of my knowledge, he lives in the same state. So like, why ain't you? He lives fucking close. So would it take long to get to him? Why wouldn't you step up? So yeah, God, any man that doesn't take care of their kids, they're gonna get their karma because you know that's not right. It's not right. But yep. I got any questions? Yeah. And it's been word around town that people seen him in his Jeep or truck, whatever. And that's crazy how he fucking ducking and dodging. And that's the thing, like, I don't know if I've, like, if he should know how to find me. I mean, him at least. Because all he got to do is try to find me on social media. I'm public. Like, my social medias are usually public. So, it wouldn't be hard for him to find me. Because I'm on social media. There would be a way for him to contact me if he didn't have my number. You see what I'm saying? So, it's like, there's not no way, like, he cannot, like, find me. He can find me on social media. So, people have told me, well, like, people I know, told me that they have seen him or whatever the case may be. So, you know, let me sit up. I feel real late now with you guys. But, people have told me these things. So, it's like, that's crazy to me. Like, this was really something in my life that I could have just removed out of my life because it was, like, pointless. Yes, my son's a blessing, yes. But it was kind of like, now, girl, why would you just even mess with him? Like, it just was pointless. I didn't have no business messing with him. Like, I literally didn't. Like, I was just single. Like, I don't know. But it's just, I didn't have no business because, like, what's the point? Now look at me. Oh, hold on. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, like, I don't know. Maybe he thought I was on birth control, but it ain't my fault. He never asked me. So yeah, I've never been the problem. I'm not a problem person. No, I can't force him to be in his life. I can't force him to do any of that. But I do feel like it's sad because Momo deserves to know who his dad is. And there's no point in me showing him a picture if he can't even talk to his dad. Because he'll probably be like, I want to see him. I want to talk to him. Like, do you know Momo could be seeing him all the time? Well, he's a working person. So he probably won't be able to see Momo all the time. But do you know, like, you know, he probably could have been seeing his son, all this stuff, and he hasn't. I still can't believe I even have a baby by him because it's like, where is he at? He's not in the picture. It's now starting to hit me now. It's starting to hit me upside the head because it's like, damn, all this time went past. You know, it's just like reality started sitting like, damn. Damn. But that's why you gotta get a good stepdaddy. It's like, no, but it's just crazy to me. It's crazy. This is how everything has to be. Excuse me, guys. I'm tired. Y'all got any questions? Thank you guys for liking the video. Y'all continue to like this video. Now I got a taste for a yogurt. About fruit, something. We got some mangoes. I ain't gonna do all that tonight, but I make it a yogurt. I might just go to sleep or get another pack of fruit snacks. Y'all got any questions for me? Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. And that's just too bad I don't believe in abortions. Because I don't. But what's I gonna say? Yeah, I don't believe in abortions. But again, I thought if I was to get pregnant by him, if I was to be pregnant by him, I thought that he would be a good father. I really thought that. I'm not even gonna lie. That's how I felt at that moment, at that time. That's what I thought. But obviously that's not my situation. Like, obviously that's not like my reality. So that explains it, I guess. You got any questions for me? Anyone? Mm-mm-mm. I'm getting tired. I'm about to get off y'all. I ain't gonna say nothing. Because I am getting tired. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. I was working at a job for, well, how long I was working there? I want to say about a year. Less than a year. I remember because he was like the hiring manager. Something like that. Like, we were like, I want to say like friends, like cool on the job. And then at one point, I don't know how one thing led to another, honestly. I think, I don't know how it got to that point where I think he used to start. I think he started flirting with me. I think that's what I'm thinking. I think on the job he started to flirt with me, and I remember asking him how old he was. You know, like all of a sudden when you employees, y'all start getting to know each other, and y'all joke a lot and stuff. It was like something like that. Like he was a jokester. Like he used to like come around me and try to like flirt with me a little bit. One thing just led to another, I think. And again, yeah, that was crazy. I remember, I ain't gonna go too much into detail. Y'all might try like, well, she ain't gonna matter at this point. HR ain't gonna do shit at this point, anyways. Trust me and believe they ain't gonna do shit. And plus, it's a long time ago. Well, I don't have to say the little nitty gritty, but most stuff on the job. Not nothing like too crazy, not like that though. Nothing crazy like that. But yeah, so anyhow, like I said, I lived closer, so it was more convenient to him to come see me because I had my own place at the time. He lived across motherfucking town, so yeah, he just used to come to me. And like I said, we used to record. I think we used to go out. We didn't used to like go out like that, but he, of course, he used to like get me food. He used to always let me get food on the job, which we kind of do that anyway. But you have to like pay like your you only get a discount. Him, he used to give me free plates. Like I didn't have to pay no discount. And then I'll probably have to like run an errand. Like I would go to like the Chick-fil-A, get him something. It was like little stuff like that. Like little employee coworker, like little shit like that. But and then I just remember he used to like get flowers shipped to the job for me and stuff. Like little stuff like that. And again, we were co-workers. Even though he was a store manager, I was still like an employee. So we were still like working at the same job. So I still had to deal with him being like not above me, but like the manager. I had to still like follow orders and stuff. But we had something going on, so of course, like, like little shit like little shit like that. But anywho, that was really all it was. Like just the chemistry, and then on top of like when we would see each other outside of the job, he would just always come to my place. And I think I used to have car trouble, so he works on cars, so he used to, I think, try to help me get worked on my car. That's about it though. That was about it. It wasn't really that much to it. Like we like again, like ain't like we went out like out on dates and shit like that. We never even did that. Like, but when I think about it, so think about, we didn't get intimate till months in, because I think I started working at a job, if I have to guess, maybe around like April of the year. So So we were like just cool. Like it was like everything was just building up. We was like cool for like maybe a good 2-3 months. And then come towards summer, around maybe summertime, that's when we started getting intimate. And then it led up into, yeah, really. And then by the end of the year, I found out. Wait, when did I find out I was pregnant? I think I found out towards the end of the year I was pregnant. And then come that January, I'm quitting because I didn't start like in the vibe. Like, I don't know, I just start feeling like betrayed and shit like that. So I did my little bang, custom out. Well, he wasn't even present. I did a little exposing. And I said, I quit. And I fucking left the job. That was it. And I guess he didn't probably like that motherfucking shit. But that's how I felt at the time. That's like literally just it. But we were definitely like friends. Like we were cool before we started getting intimate. We only started getting intimate like later on. Like, you see what I'm saying? And I don't know. I remember him. He used to, I think, take me place. I don't know, but I can't remember every single little thing of how what we had going on went. But that was like the majority of the part, at least from my understanding. So yeah, it wasn't really that much to it. Mm-hmm. Any other questions? Any other questions? About to give me a fruit snack. I gotta do something while I'm just sitting here. Hold on. It's like right there over there. Hold on. Now I need to stretch. What was that? I gotta stretch, guys. Hold on. Tired. But yeah, other than that, I definitely don't got nothing to do with me. Like, because my other baby daddies, they are in my kids' lives. Well, if y'all confused, just ask. But like, yeah, like their dad's there, loves them. And they were happy as fuck. Especially, obviously my first, like he was excited that he had a baby by me and everything. I mean, he purposely got me pregnant. He wanted to get me pregnant. And I was, younger at the time. It don't got nothing to do with that. Like, oh, me having a kid by a dude. Like, and they just didn't want me or didn't want a baby. No, that wasn't the case with none of them. The only one that's different was just my middle child. Because we were never together to begin with. That was it. Other than that, it's not like I just had men by random. I mean, a baby by like a random man. Like, no. That's not the case. Like, there's literally nothing wrong with me. If anything, I just, just make sure, I just gotta make sure, if I'm finding the right man or not for me. In order to get to what I want, in order to get marriage and stuff. Because if I'm not gonna be loved, say, properly or anything, then that just tells you that obviously I don't have the right person yet. If it was like that. But all right, I know what I'm capable of. I know I'm a good woman and stuff to have, so I'm not a problem. I'm literally not a problem. So I ain't worried about that. Never did, actually. I may feel down a little bit at times, like, because I feel like, oh, like, I want to be married and stuff, but I try not to think about it and just continue to live life. I guess I just have to, when my time comes, my time comes. These are so good, you guys. Do you guys like these? They are so good. So fucking good. But one thing about me, baby, is at least I know who my baby daddies are. So can't nobody try to throw shade like, oh, she don't know who her baby daddies is. Her baby daddies ain't dear. I know who my baby daddies are. I don't just sleep, or I don't just sleep around with men. Not raw. Especially not raw. So I be knowing who I'm with. Like, I don't just have, like, no. But then again, I do sound funny as hell saying that because, like, my middle child. But still, he wasn't no stranger, though. He wasn't no stranger. We just wasn't, like, in a relationship. But he was, like, no stranger. Like, we just having a baby by a stranger. And I don't know who my baby daddy is. Like, no. No. It's not how it is. What is that supposed to do? Find him? Even in, it probably is going to be pointless if I try to reach out to him, right? Because let's say, because think about it, if a man don't want to be in a child's life, he don't want to. So, like, what is me reaching out again to him gonna supposed to do, you know? But again, I'm gonna call them people tomorrow and see if there's an update and if there's anything else. The only thing they say is if you have any update information on him, just let us know or send it to us. But y'all have everything. Y'all claim y'all know what he looks like. Y'all got him. Y'all got his social and everything. So what is the fuck? That's what I'm saying. Like, it has to be the servant part because it's like, there's no way. Like, I just don't see why they making it so hard to serve somebody, man. I thought them shares, they be working. Like, they could go there before he go to work. After he get home for, like, get on his schedule, something. Like, I thought they could do that, though. Like, they should know when someone's trying to kind of, like, going out to head to work. I don't know, y'all. But this shit has been going on so fucking long. 4 years. Imagine, like, Mumble dad was helping him, too. Imagine that. I would be good. Like, getting help from all my child's fathers. That would be great. You know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine, like, that would make things even more better so I could worry about paying, like, you know, the bills or other things versus I'm doing everything on top of trying to take care of my kids when the dads, they're helping me take care of the kids. They're paying for this. Like, you know, regarding to our child, like, little stuff like that. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is crazy. Like, whether he wanted to talk to me or upset with me or what, at the end of the day, you can still be a part of your child's life. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand. Well, come on. What the hell? My screen froze. The hell? Come on. But yeah, y'all got any questions for me? Going to sleep, y'all. Y'all got any questions or anything I want to talk about? Now I'm about to just get off because I don't want to look like I'm falling asleep online. I was starting to tell last night. I'm like, God damn, fuck. I should probably give me some more juice. Yeah. Let me get some more juice. Hold on. And then I'm about to soon go to bed. Because I do want to watch something till I doze off to sleep. But y'all not saying nothing. I would have say something. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Got that Arizona. So I hope when I be sharing my story sometimes that more people that watches me or follows me can like understand where I'm coming from and like a little bit about my story, because like trust me, I done tried everything. Like, well, if not everything, I done tried the best I could in my situations. You know, like I know what I need to do as a woman. I know what I need to do for my kids. You see what I'm saying? Like, tell me something I don't know. All I could do is do my part. Now, whatever, how they run on their whatever program, I can't control that. The only thing is, I know I did my part. That's it. And I could go harder, but it's like, hard at what? I mean, I'm only doing this justice for my son. That's the only way, or else I could have been gave up a long time ago. I'm only doing this for him, just to fight for him. That's literally what I'm doing. About to scoot Wizzy over. Take up the whole bed. But, I need a massage. That's pretty much it. So, yeah. Every situation is different in a way. But again, he knows how to find me if he really wanted to find me. All he gotta do is look me up on social media. That's simple. He could easily come to my YouTube channel like, oh, there she go. Like, so I'm not buying like, oh, the man that know how to find me. He knows how to reach, trust me. Especially if I used to be an employee. I mean, well, information definitely has changed, but still. I'm sure if he wanted to really find me, he would find me on social media. I mean, that would be honestly the only way for him to find me is through social media. He ain't gonna be able to find me no other way other than social media by seeing me and reaching out to me directly like that. That's it. And then that, he probably just, I don't know. Maybe he have a change of heart, but I mean, it's 4 years, so I don't see how he will have a change of heart. Like, why would you, like, this will be the important time to be a part of your child's life. He's young. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not older. I mean, yeah, my son's not older. Hey, baby, I'm gonna turn off the light, though. I'm tired. He's got his little toys and stuff in here. Let me put this up. So, any last questions? I already had my shower and stuff, so I'm just about to knock out sleep. Turn off. All I gotta do is turn off that light, and I'm going. My kids are pretty much sleeping. They're good. Like I just gotta set their alarm, wake up early, have some coffee in the morning. I'll probably go live with y'all in the morning, or when I get back, or while I'm out in public, I'll probably go live with y'all. So stay tuned. I do gotta turn my phones on. What, 16%? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, tuning in. I'll probably talk a little bit more about this tomorrow, because I'm trying to just get all this shit squared in a way. You feel me? I mean, why not? I gotta keep going hard, right? So I'm definitely gonna call them tomorrow, see what's going on. I may try to reach out to him again. I'm really trying to avoid his family, because I mean, for one, I don't feel like they're gonna really do too much, you know, anyways. But I'm definitely not reaching out. I mean, if I do reach out to his son, I'm probably gonna trigger him, because if he was already being disrespectful to me a while back, what makes me think he's not gonna be disrespectful to me now? You know, and that's fucked up. But I mean, if I did approach him, I would just probably just sit on another updated version picture of Massimo or something. Just so he could, like, there's no way he could deny Massimo. Come on, y'all. There's no way he could deny Massimo if I sent him a picture of Massimo. But if he's still being rude, because he has been rude in the past, then I should probably just don't even bother. But, I mean, come on. That's his son. I mean, he has a son, like, number and stuff. So that would be the perfect way to get through to him, is through his son. You feel me? Like, duh. But again, his son was so rude to me. Like, he blocked me for one thing, but he was messaging me on his girlfriend page. But anywho, if I look him up a different way on a different social media, I'll probably show him a picture just so he could, like, really look before he go trying to respond, if that makes sense. I don't know. I just want him to relay the message. Last time I told him to tell his father that I wanted to speak with him or something, he said he wasn't gonna tell him. So I'm like, damn, this motherfucker is hard. Like, he's really not trying to, like, be cool. You feel me? Like, he was just rude as hell. I'm like, oh, hell nah. He doesn't even give, like, he looks like he's a rude type of dude. And so I'm like, who the fuck? But hey, I ain't gonna keep reaching out now. Shit, I don't want y'all feeling like I'm coming after y'all, which I'm not. I just want you to tell your dad, you know, like, I'm not trying to bother nobody, but damn, who else would I be able to reach out to? So I'm thinking, well, damn, if you had to reach out, try to do it through the family. So I'm just thinking I'm doing the right thing. I ain't trying to bother nobody. I'm just trying to get in touch with him. But if they're not, like, believing, like, that's, like, that he's the dad, then it's like, well, that's not my problem, because this definitely is his baby. But all that judging me, like, oh, she had an OnlyFans. Well, I don't got an OnlyFans no more. And it don't matter. Like, it's not my fault that you don't know that your dad was dealing with somebody or whatever. I don't know. I just don't like feeling judged. And it's okay. Like, everybody's going to probably like or approach you, right? I don't know. But I just don't like that, because it's like, I'm a cool person. Like, I would reach out to him nicely. Like, why is he being mean, trying to judge me, make me feel like, you know? Like, I don't like that. Like, I could see if I was being rude, disrespectful to him, but I wasn't. So, like, why is you being rude and disrespectful to me when I'm just trying to do the right thing and just, you know, like, just reach out or have you get through to your dad from, that's it. Hey, what the fuck? Again, the only one who was nice to me was his sister. She's, I guess, an older woman as well. And she seemed like she was nice, but, again, it's not like she has hit me up asking about Massimo, like, none of that. She hasn't hit me up pertaining to him, but when I had asked a question or whatever at the time to her, she was always nice. And I sent her a picture of Momo, and she said, yes, that's his baby. But yet she never cared to reach back to me and talk to me and check up on Massimo. Nothing. So maybe they just don't want, I don't know. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. That really means a lot to me. Thank you for telling me that. Like, I know I'm getting tired, but sheesh. Nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. Any last questions? I'm getting off. I'll see y'all probably in the morning. Any last questions? Look, I can't even see straight, y'all. I'm up here squinting my eyes, close my eye. I'm tired. This how you know I'm tired, because I keep turning the phone to the side on accident. And I can't go live from the side, dude. Yep. All right, loves, I'm getting off, but thank you so much for tuning in. All right, I'm going to bed.